So thanks for giving me the opportunity of explaining or giving you a little sneak peek of how is the tech ecosystem in Barcelona. I would like you to have this picture of what happened in Barcelona in the recent years. First of all, I would like to this thing work out. Sorry. Okay. So Barcelona Fintech City is a non-profit association created in 2013 by the top entrepreneurs in Barcelona. So it's a private one with two main ideas. On the one hand, consolidating the tech ecosystem, and on the other hand, just helping entrepreneurs. That's what we were created. That's what we got recently. So at this moment, we represented more than 800 companies. We have a nice headquarters just at the harbor of Barcelona, in which the last year passed through almost 5,000 people. So it's not the museum of FC Barcelona, but it's pretty crowded. And the most important thing, we're pretty focused in these three things. So on the one hand, talent. The talent here is paramount. This is what makes us different. I think this is that it's going to make us different in the future. It's going to make us more competitive in the future. We're really focused on helping entrepreneurs. We want our people, and not only our people, but also the international ones willing to get based in Barcelona. We want them to feel at home. We want them to become entrepreneurs in Barcelona. So that's what we're trying to do. We try to help in each and any way we could or we can. And finally, we want to attract talent, international investors, and companies to Barcelona. So as the secretary just pointed out recently, last year we attracted more than 130 companies, just international ones, with the will to get based in Barcelona, with the will to create and innovate from Barcelona. So, which are the assets of Barcelona? So it's a long story. So just after the Olympics, someone got the will of becoming a tech hub. So they put lots of efforts, first for the public sector, and after that, the public sector, the private sector at their effort as well. So what we have is a pretty well-balanced different assets. What we have, administration and support institutions. So institutions such as CEO, the ICF, they're giving a lot of support to our entrepreneurial community. We have tractor organizations. So not all of them are related to our community, not directly, but at the end of the day, they're able to attract more knowledge, they're able to attract more talent to the ecosystem. Usually when they get over here, they don't leave, okay? We have investment, mostly in the seed and Series A part. So we have pretty good ones, fund of funds, large tech fund VCs. We have pretty good ones in the life sciences sector as well. We have investors from abroad that come to invest in our ecosystem. We have public institutions helping and funding our entrepreneurs, and also we have a large amount of business angel networks that help a lot to improve the level of the ecosystem. We have incubators and accelerators. So part of the increasing pace of the ecosystem is based in that. So a lot of different entrepreneurs there are helping the new ones to create new companies, to create new ventures. It's about that. So the pace here is faster than it used to be before. Maybe it's the most important one. It's talent. We have pretty good business schools and also technical schools. And we are starting also to have different kind of schools, not regulated, but pretty well focused on coding and new kind of talent. And finally, the most important one, we have success cases, okay? So they're the local ones, so companies such as Privalia, Dreams, the first IPO created in Spain, Let's Bonus, all these companies, the old ones and the new ones, they're examples of companies created in Barcelona, from Barcelona, that went global. Some of them were sold, but at the end of the day, they kept their headquarters in Barcelona, and they still believe that Barcelona is a good spot to work in the tech sector. And the other part, which is paramount for us, is that we also attract international companies. They're coming over more frequently. They love to be in the city. It's usual to see N26, so you know it. And the amount of fintech companies willing to get based in Barcelona, it's our regular, it's a daily basis. So we know that they want to come over. What they're trying to find out here is that a proper space and the proper talent to start their companies. So at the end of the day, sorry, this picture is not well, but at the end of the day, the combination of these different assets makes Barcelona really, really attractive at the international level. You'll see we have several KPIs about the ecosystem, the evolution of the ecosystem. So the last startup ecosystem review developed by the Mobile World Capital Foundation just points out that Barcelona gathers almost $900 million companies out of the 1.3 billion euros raised in the latest year. Barcelona is the third city chosen by founders to set a new venture, the European ones. It's the fifth city in capital invested all over Europe in 2018. The local ecosystem is gathering more than 1,200 companies. The ecosystem, since the ecosystem, one of the measures of the success of the ecosystem is the amount of exits. This number is pretty high, and it's been developed in the latest 5 years. And finally, as I mentioned before, more than 100 companies got based the last year. Some of not really well-known reports point out that Barcelona it's improved so we're playing the worldwide league, and it points out that we're the tier 3 at a global level. So as you can see, the Center for American Entrepreneurship, the report developed by Richard Florida and I Hathaway just highlights Barcelona as one of the biggest hubs in the world. So this is one of the reports that points out that Barcelona is growing fast as it's occupying new high spaces in the worldwide league, in the rank. CB Insight just pointed out the same, and in their latest report. So Barcelona is one of the up-and-comers. So we're approaching the second level ones at a really fast pace. And finally, in terms of scale-ups, which is another of the KPIs that usually are being measured, we're the 7th city in Europe in terms of scale-ups. And it's worth it to say that in terms of not being the capital of the country, Barcelona is one of the 4 cities in Europe that they're not being the capital of the country, it's the hotspot in terms of technology. And the last part, it's this very report, the Startup City Hubs in Europe, this partnership created by the European Commission, points out that Barcelona, it's just behind Berlin and Zug. It's the city that has the most probability to grow fast in the future. And since we really know that it's about focus, so this event is about being more focused on fintech. It's about being more focused on talent. We really believe that some of the things we should be focused in, it's one of our projects, which is the campus. And this campus is pretty focused on these different things. I'm sorry, the slide is not really well, but it's about our goal here. It's being focused in some concrete topics, which are, on the one hand, some key technologies we do really believe that are worth it to explore. For instance, blockchain, fintech, AI, cybersecurity, and IoT. And on the one hand, exploring the influence of these technologies in the sectors we do really believe that have large potential within our ecosystem. Sustainable mobility, retail, health, advertising, media and entertainment, tourism, agro-food, energy, and so on. They are large here, and they have the possibility to get larger, just making the adoption of this technology one of their daily forms. So, at the end of the day, the summary of what's Barcelona, why Barcelona should be one of the things you should consider. are represented in this video. So this is our headquarters. I don't know if you ever been to Pier 1, but I think it summarizes all what I've said. It's how you can develop a good and a proper professional career combined with a good personal career, or with a good personal life. And the other part is that I think this thing and the possibility that things such as Brexit and the Trump politics give us an opportunity to attract this new talent wanted or willing to live in some other places. Okay, so just to finish, I would love to show this video. How can I do it? Sorry, I can explain it. So, yeah, but I don't know what happened. In fact, it was a video in what you can see. We have a headquarters just in the nicest place at the harbor in the middle of the city. We're pretty close to all the hot spots in the city. We're housing more than 100 people here, more than 1,000 people here, more than 100 organizations, different ones. What we look for is just combining these different technologies, these different classes of companies. So if you want to come, you should consider that Barcelona is one of the nicest spots in the world to create your companies. Okay? Thank you.